Hi, my name is Tracy Dunstan. I'm the head of reference at the Nyack Library. I'm going to do a quick book talk of some books that I thought were interesting or books I've loved. They're all available either on Hoopla or through Libby, which is through the library system. The first book I'm going to talk about is They're There. It's available on Libby either as an audiobook or as a ebook. The audiobook's really good. The voices are pretty amazing, and it's it's very visually appealing. But if you don't want to listen to it, there's also, like I said, available as an ebook. It was written by Tommy Orange, and it won the Center for Fiction for the first novel prize. It's about multiple people's perspectives, all going to this Native American function in California, and it kind of takes back the layers of each character and kind of explains why they're going, who they are, and eventually towards the end they're all interconnected, and it's just really a interesting and very well written way of showing how they all are connected, and it also has a cool message about what it means to be American. Can't recommend this book enough. The writing is really good. The characters are really engaging. The ending, I will say it's a little heavy for these time periods. So if you don't want a heavy book, I would suggest not reading it. But I do recommend reading it at some point. The next book is The 5th of March. It's a YA book, but it was the first book. I read it when I was in elementary school, and it was the first book that kind of made me start loving to read. It's about the Boston Massacre, and it's a girl who's living with John and Abigail Adams in their home as their maid and as their caretaker for the kids. And she's a witness to the Boston Massacre. And it kind of goes through explaining how people went from being loyalists to being patriots, or how they went from being colonists to being American, and how that shift in the mind of people during that time period. This author is one of my favorite authors. Most of her books are available on Hoopla. So if you want to check her out, or if your kids want to check her out, I definitely recommend it, because she's, if you like historical fiction, she's really good. And she does a good job of showing the different perspectives of different historical events. She tends to focus on the American Revolution. So a couple of her books, like this book is about the early part of the American Revolution, and does a good job of kind of demonstrating the thoughts and emotions and feelings behind that. And then there's other books like The Cast of Two Shadows, which takes place in South Carolina. That one talks more about the slavery issue, the race issue, more about the ending of the war. So she's another good one, and that's on Hoopla. Catherine Howe's Conversion. She's probably my favorite author as an adult. Her book Conversion, it's her first YA book. She tends to write for adults. If you've heard of the Deliverance book, the Physics Books of Deliverance Dane, sorry. That's her breakout hit, if you will. That one's for adults, but this is what she wrote for young adults. It's kind of taking the Salem witch trials and doing it for the modern period, and it kind of shows these bunch of girls. I'll read the beginning of the first paragraph of the summary. It's senior year at St. John's Academy, and school's in a pressure cooker. College applications, the battle for valedictorian, deciphering boys' texts. Through it all, Colleen Rowley and her friends are expected to keep together until they can't. So it's kind of showing about like the pressure for kids to succeed, to get into the best colleges, and how that could lead to something like the Salem witch trials. It's cool. It's once you get going, it's hard to put down. I brought it with me when I went on a trip last year, and it was good for the plane. It was good to just kind of get through pretty fast. Definitely recommend her. All her books are on Hoopla. It's only some, but you'll find her newer stuff on Libby. And the last one to talk about is Harry Potter, which is a classic. Who doesn't love Harry Potter? We're having it available. More copies are available now on Libby for during this time period. So you may have seen a social media post we did a couple weeks ago about it, but just trying to let you know that these books are available on Libby, and there's also Hoopla too, Hoopla is good in the sense that Hoopla, you can get it right away. You don't have to wait for it. Libby, you do have to wait for some titles, but the There is available right away. Conversion's available on Hoopla, so that's available right away. This is available on Overdrive, so it might have a little bit of a wait. And the 5th of March is available on Hoopla, so you don't have to wait either. All right. Well, I hope everyone is safe and healthy, and check out our YouTube channel and check out our Facebook and Twitter and website and the Librarian's Guide to Staying Home and Sane. We have a bunch of resources available for you, for adults and for kids, for teens, while we're all home during this, and I wish you well. Thanks.